It's time for Columbus Sports Live. Columbus Sports Live is presented by Mercy of Columbus. Also by It's time for the Titans on your new home for Columbus High School Athletics, Columbus Sports Live.
Tuesday evening, welcome on in the Titan Fieldhouse as the Titans are back on their home hard this evening for a doubleheader against the Cherryvale Chargers. Cherryvale themselves dropping down to 2A this year, so it's really not going to matter in terms of the competition. These girls, for Cherryvale, at least coming off of a state tournament run, losing in the quarterfinals of that tournament, but beating a really good Neodesha team in their sub-state at Fredonia last year in order to get there. The Titans are coming off a loss to Neodesha last year in that sub-state, so it's just going to kind of show you how good this Cherryvale team is most likely going to be. The Titans, as far as this year goes, coming off of a win to Bowl. Like we said, their Southeast game got canceled due to low numbers. That game has been rescheduled for Thursday at 2 o'clock. I do not believe, pretty much due to the finals schedule at the high school, that we will be broadcasting that game. So it's unfortunate. We like to get as many games out there as we can, but just can't make the date, and that's unfortunate. Cherryvale, they are currently on the season 3-1 with wins over Riverton, Neodesha, and Opie, and a loss coming up just last week on the 9th to Blue Stems. So they're coming off of a loss. We're coming off of a win. I'm hoping that's going to hopefully give us some confidence and pull out with a win tonight. We'd like to let you know that Columbus Sports Live is presented by Mercy of Columbus. You don't need to travel for quality, compassionate care with Mercy of Columbus right around the corner. They're local, reliable. That's Mercy of Columbus. You can learn more at mercy.net. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll kick off the Vital Signs pregame show, kind of look at what this Cherryvale team has been up to this year, and look at some matchups from around the area. All that and more. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on Columbus Sports Live.
When it comes to your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus.
Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000. Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
As one of the oldest banks in southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000. Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
All right, everybody, welcome back. As we kick off the Vital Signs pregame show here on Columbus Sports Live, the Titans' execution is vital to their success, and at Vital Signs, they know how important execution is. That's why they'll help you through the entire process from design to installation. You can follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company. Looking at this Titan team, obviously we've talked about numbers a lot this season already so far and how they could play a factor in kind of what this season is going to hold for the Titans. Obviously, it's a very young team, looking at it, one senior, the Bullhorn senior in Maddie Bergen, who will be part of the starting lineup tonight. Then we have the junior, Grace Major, juniors including as well, Macy Allison and Ava Harmon. And then we have, of course, sophomores, Katie Moody. Trying to find where she is particularly. Yeah, she's the lone sophomore. And then we have Bryla Johnson as well. She's also in the starting lineup. Forgot to mention her. And then, of course, the new freshmen, including Trinity Brady, Trinity Ramos, and, of course, the star Ellie Helms. Also forgot about the senior Claudia, a foreign exchange student. Can't forget her. She doesn't get a lot of action yet in the season, but I'm sure we're going to see her coming in at some point in time. For Cherryvale, also kind of a young roster, as, they have, I think, let's see who's starting tonight. I want to say they have 2 out of their 5 that are seniors starting tonight for Cherryvale, but overall, only 5 seniors on their entire team. And so, actually 4. Apparently they put the grade for their managers as well. So, but yeah, Cherryvale's a young team too, and they're very talented. Kind of looking at last year, like we said, they're coming off of a state tournament appearance. They did lose 63-33. I'm not sure, I forgot which team, but they did play in the state tournament quarterfinals. Unfortunately, lost that one, but came off of a tough sub-state, the one that we were in Fredonia, and managed to claw through that one to get to the state tournament. So, Titans certainly have their work cut out for them tonight. We're going to see what they can see how many points they can put up on the board. Hoping for a good night. As like we said, Titans are coming off of a win against the Liberal, 54-50. That Liberal squad was undefeated at that time at 4-0. So hopefully the Titans are going to have some motivation coming off of that game, and we'll bring it to Cherryvale here tonight. When we come back, we're going to take a look at some matchups from around the area and hopefully get tip-off for you as we sing the national anthem. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, The professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Titan fans can find us at 404B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net. Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers. Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
When it comes to your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus.
Make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life. The professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Titan fans can find us at 404B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Vital Signs pregame show here on Columbus Sports Live. Before we take a look at tonight's starting lineups for the girls' game, we'd like to let you know some of the games going on around the area tonight on our Varsity Sports Live network. The Baldwin Bulldogs is up in the Frontier League. They're going to be taking on the Lewisburg Wildcats, another Frontier League opponent for them as they play in their league. Galena is taking on Lamar. That game will only be the girls' game, as the boys are actually, for some reason, I don't know if it's due to illness or just due to travel concerns, but the boys are playing up at Lamar while the Lamar Tiger girls are coming down to Galena. Parola is taking on Eudora, the Eudora Cardinals, on their hardwood. Parola's hardwood at that. And then Spring Hill is going to be taking on Shawnee Mission South Raiders tonight. That's your lineup, of course. I also like to let you know about some games that we have going on Thursday, since we won't have a broadcast up Thursday. Girard will be at Galena, taking on the Bulldogs, and Lewisburg will be taking on the Frontenac Raiders, as Frontenac will travel over there. That's a game that I'm kind of shocked to see on their schedule, but Frontenac always kind of gets those tougher 4A, 5A opponents. And Tonganoxie will travel to Eudora to take on the Cardinals there. All right, let's go ahead and bring you into some starting lineups. 2 minutes left until tip-off on the clock, even though it's 6 o'clock right now. Oh, well. Starting tonight for the Titans, the usual 5 that we've seen all season long. Number 0, Katie Newton. Number 3, Briley Johnson. Number 5, Ellie Helms. Number 12, Ada Herman. And number 14, the lone senior. Well, no, not the lone senior anymore. We forgot about Claudia. We can't forget her. Maddie Berlin. So, yeah, those are your starting lineups tonight for the Titans. For the Chargers, so we pull up their lineup. They're going to be starting number 1, Bethany Enbarger. Number 2, Olivia Kaiser. Number 3, Julie Roaster. There's some odd names on this lineup. Number 5, Kelsey Lance. And number 23, Cadence Foreman. So that is your starting lineups for the girls' game tonight, as we have about 1:30 left until the tip. So Guess we'll try to fill some airtime here and kind of talk about the Titan numbers a little bit. We also would want to apologize for our technical issues during the Libra game. We didn't get Coach Elite's interview played as we were having some audio problems that I was unaware of at that time. That's the thing about audio is that, we could be having audio troubles right now and it sounds fine in my headset, but everybody else may or may not hear me. So that's why I'm not a big fan of that. That's why I don't try to mess with or change anything up on the audio side of things, because I'm really unsure as to fix it. Less than a minute to go here as the teams are grouping up, strategizing a little bit. We're going to take one more quick commercial break as we transition back into our normal view as we tip off here in about 30 seconds. We'll be back in 30 seconds here in Columbus Sports Live.
When it comes to your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Back out here to Columbus Sports Live, Titan Fieldhouse on a doubleheader night for the Titan. We took on the Cherryvale Chargers. Like we said, this team coming off of a state run this year. The Cherryvale Chargers made it to the state quarterfinals last year for that prep tournament sub-state that we had to go through. But hopefully tonight, like we said, the Titans kind of coming out of a little bit of motivation over a Cherryvale win. And we'll see how they do tonight over the new 2A school, I believe. Cherryvale dropped down to 2A recently. Might well introduce the head coach as well, since they put in a good majority of the work. Head coach for the Titans, of course, is Matt Lee, assisted by Ty Sills. Head coach for the Cherryvale Chargers is Kelsey Everacker, assisted by Taylor Westerhold. Chargers on the floor in blue jerseys, white letters and numerals. Titans in their home whites, red letters and numerals. As we get to the tip, it'll be Bergen and Umberger. And Umberger wins it, flips it over to Lance, and that was a through from Taylor Foreman. 3 points. She knocks it down. Here's Mooney coming up the timeline. That was Helms with it over to Harmon. That's Mooney with it. She'll try the three, and she misses it. The ball goes out of bounds. Ball will go back to the Chargers. And inbound was Reister. She'll take it up for it. Reister, I'm not sure which. Lance's shot no good. But she does draw the foul, and we'll go to the free throw line early. Shooting two. Sitting for Filthy Lance to the line to shoot two. Lance first shot up and good. And she makes both of them. Lance knocks down the players, moving in downs it to Helms, and she'll take it across the half-court line. She drives in and gets the shot and the foul. Nice start for Helms. And she'll get a line to shoot one, actually.
Falcons on number 23, Peggy Foreman.
That foul will be on Foreman. 3 and 1. Her first, team's first. And Helms knocks down the bucket. 3 for Helms tonight as Lance brings it up the court, passes it over to Reister. Driving in, being guarded upon, gets it over to Kaiser. Back to Reister. Pass it over to Foreman on the wing. Gets it inside to Umbarger. A lot of contact and no call there on Bergen. And Umbarger's bucket's up and good. Oh, that was Kaiser, my bad. Her first 2 of the night. There's Mooney with it. Pass it over to Harmon. Pass nearly tipped there, but landed in the hands of Mooney. Gets it over to Helms. Over to Johnson. Back to Helms. That's over to Harmon with it now. Gives it back to Helms. On the wing with it is Bergen. Back to Helms. She'll drive in, take the shot over the rim. No good. And that was Harmon and Umbarger fighting for the rebound. Foul comes in on number 12. They're going to call the foul on Ava Harmon.
First team second.
Ian Reister will take it up the court. Finds an opening. I think that was a long 2, and it's good. We'll see what they count it as. They'll call it as a 2, and Coach Lee wants 30 seconds to talk things over with the squad. As the Chargers lead 9-3, we'll take a 30-second with them. This is Titan basketball.
To your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus.
Back when out of the timeout, as it'll be Titan ball. Mooney will inbound it to Helms, and she'll walk it up. Gets it over to Mooney. Drive in, backs out a little, trying to find a place to go. Gets it over to Bergen. Back over to Helms. Dribbling it out near the half-court mark, finding an opening. Missed the quick transition to Helms, to Johnson. She drove in.
That's not Cherryvale.
And that's going to be on Umbarger. Her first.
Team second.
Bethany Umbarger, that is. I'm trying to keep that lineup kind of on the floor right in front of me. And Ellie Helms knocks down a long 2. She's got 5 on the night. That's Reister with it. She'll drive in the lane, loses it. They're going to call a foul on Helmet, a blocking foul. So first.
Third.
Cherryvale will still have the possession. Long 3 from Foreman, no good. And Helms comes down with the rebound. There's Mooney with it. Mooney will try a 3 from the wing. Shot no good. Rebound by Harmon underneath the basket. And her shot's up and good.
Rebound to 2.
Ava Harmon's first bucket of the night as Reister brings it up the court. Pass over to Lance. Lance will take the 2 from the 3-point line and hit it.
Casey Lance for 2.
Chelsea Lance has got 4 on the night. Mooney inbounded it to Helms. She'll bring it up. That's Johnson with it. Turn it over to Mooney. Mooney long through. Shot no good. And I think Johnson tried to get a hand at the rebound, but overpowered by an army of Chargers, and now with it is Lance. Into the lane was Foreman, and her pass tried to get it over to Umbarger, but goes out of bounds. Alternating possession will go back to the Titans.
Substitution for the Titans. I think it was number 2.
And Macy Allison going to replace Maddie Bergen. For sure take the bench. Here's Helms with it now. Chargers lead 11-7. And pass from Helms to Johnson, tipped out by Foreman. It's Caden's Foreman who tipped it out. The ball will still remain. Last touch by the Chargers, so it will still remain Titan ball as Johnson inbounds it to Helms. She drives in, gets it over to Mooney on the wing. She'll take the three. Shot no good. Allison with the rebound, hits the board. Helms got the rebound in there and picks up the two. There's Umbarger with it. She'll drive in. Shot way off. I think that was tried to save by Whitley there. That's Lillian Whitley who's checked into the game for the Chargers. She took out Foreman. Last touch by Titan ball will remain with the Chargers. Here's the long three from Lance. Shot no good. And Mooney comes down with the rebound. She'll take it up the court. Looking for a place to put it, and finds it Harmon inside the lane.
It's a foul on number 12.
And they're going to call an offensive foul on Ava Harmon. Her second.
Team forward. Stepping in for the Titans, number 2, Gracie Major.
And Gracie Major will check in for the Titans now as Ava Harmon will take the seat. Kind of got two quick ones here, so I think Coach Elite's giving her a little bit of a break. That was Reister with it. Now to Umbarger. She drives in the lane, puts up the basket. It's up and in. That's her first two of the night. Les Helms will bring it up the timeline. Coach Elite calling a play. Major touches the ball. She falls down, but nice of Briley Johnson to be right there. Almost like you drew it up. Here's Helms with it. He'll drive in, backs it out to Mooney. Mooney will just try the three, and she swished it. Sometimes you just got to take the three, and Cody gets her 5 points of the night. 12-13. Chargers up by 1. There's Lance with it. She'll try a three on the end. Shot no good. That was Umbarger with the rebound. She backs out. Open three for Reister. Shot no good, and Allison comes down with the rebound. Gets it over to Helms. She'll bring it up. Driving in the lane, and her shot's up and good. Titans take a lead. With it now's Reister. Over to Foreman. Back to Lance, back to Reister. It's Lance with it now. Good guarding her. She draws in the lane, nearly stripped, but gets it back out to Reister. She'll just try the three. Shot no good. And Allison once again with the rebound. Puts it over to Helms. 14-13. Titans have a 1-point lead. 1:42 to go in the first quarter. Quick transition pass from Helms to Mooney. Over to Major now. Back to Helms. She'll drive in the lane, and I think that kind of went off the face of Reister there. That possession there will stay with the Lady Titans. Johnson inbounds it to Major, gets it over to Mooney. Mooney takes the three, drives in, gets it back out to Major. Looking for some place to go, gets it over to Helms on the wing. That's Allison in the lane, and shot no good, but she is fouled.
You're fouling on the line.
She'll go line shooting two.
That was on number 4.
Going to be on number 24, Lillian Whitworth, her first. Team's third. Allison's first shot, no good. And second one kind of rolls in and out, and Umbarger fights for the rebound and gets it over to Reister. She speeds it up over to Foreman. Kind of in the corner there, her three no good. Rebounded by Allison, gets it over to Major. Nearly picked off there from Lance, but manages to get it over to Helms, and Helms' underneath pass to Allison in the lane is no good. They'll go out of bounds, but ball will stay with the Titans. Kind of running a stack defense here is Cherryvale as Johnson will inbound it to Mooney in the corner. Gets it over to Major. She'll try a three and knock it down. Major's first points of the night coming from of an out of perimeter three as the long pass from Reister and Umbarger. She drives in the lane. Shot no good. Major comes down with the rebound. Puts it over to Helms. Titans kind of working quickly here. 35 seconds left. Mooney will try a three and knock it down. Titans kind of cooking here early on in this one as they lead 20-13 over the Cherryvale Chargers. She was Foreman with it. Gets it over to Reister. She'll just try the three, and she hit it.
Three.
Coach Crane at the PA table was calling a Reister, so I guess I've been pronouncing it wrong. With that three, the lead's cut to 4. Ellie Helms in the lane, shot no good, and the rebound from Foreman. But there goes the buzzer. So at the end of one, Titans lead 20-16. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Columbus Sports Live.
The oldest banks in Southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Welcome back here to Titan Fieldhouse. You know, let me fix that real quick. I'm not sure what happened with our quarter graphic here. But, let me get that fixed for you real quick. There you go. Now you can kind of see the quarter. There we go. That looks a little bit better than what we had before. Titans up 20-16. Here's Foreman with it. She'll inbound it in the lane to Kaiser. And that's going to be on number 2, Gracie Major, her first.
The first. The fifth.
Then the inbound from, that was Kaiser over to Reister. You gotta try to start pronouncing it correctly here. We're out of bounds, and the ball will go back to the Titans. As Mooney went down there to Helms, and she'll bring it up. With it now is Allison. I think her pass just kind of got stolen away or picked off. Here's Reister with it. That three from Lance, no good, and Foreman does get the rebound. They're going to go mouth out on Lucy Major. She picks up 2 quick ones here.
I'm pretty taking Foreman to the line for 2 shots.
And Foreman to go to the line. Shoot the pair. First shot's no good. Bergen and Harmon will check back into the ball game. Replacing Helms. Or no, not Helms, excuse me. Allison and Major. That Foreman does knock down the second one.
Foreman makes the second.
Here's Helms. She'll bring it up. Give it over to Johnson, over to Harmon in the corner. Helms kind of saves it there from going out of bounds off the pass from Harmon. Gets it over to Bergen. She'll try a three. Shot no good. Johnson fights for the rebound under there, but it's picked out by Foreman. And Lance will bring it up. She drives in the lane. Her shot no good. And Bergen gets the rebound. Gets it over to Helms. So a lot of defense being played there. Pass saved Ava Harmon. And the pass was kind of swatted there, and I guess it went out of bounds. I'm not sure, but it'll be Charger basketball. Kind of had a bad vantage point for me as it was on the opposite corner of the court. And they're going to call a blocking foul on probably Maddie Bergen. As that was Lance who kind of got tripped there, and she's going to go to the line.
For first. Checking in for the Titans, number 13, Trinity Green.
Trinity Green will make her first appearance for the Titans tonight. As Lance is at the line for a 1-and-1. Crucial free throw is made.
Lance fakes the first.
Titans are on a bit of a hot streak. Momentum kind of slowed down a little bit, but Cherryvale has the chance to pull it within one here. That one's in and out. Mooney gets the rebound, saves it. She'll race up the court. Pass it over to Johnson, over to Helms in the corner. Gets the long pass over to Johnson, over to Green, as she'll drive in. And they're going to call a travel on Trinity Green, even though kind of a little bit of contact between her and Heiser.
Number 1,
Bethany Rumbarger going to check in now for the Chargers as number 14, Wright. I'm not sure what that name is. Ryda. I can't read my own writing, folks. That's not any fault of my own, as Ryda will take a seat. That was Kaiser with it over to Lance. And that's Reister. Over to Kaiser, who's Umbarger with it in the lane. Her shot's up and good. Chargers take back the lead. And they tie it up, 20-20. I forgot that 1-and-1 free throw was not made. Here's Helms with it. And that was Bronson with it, but I think it's a bit away from the ball foul on Bethany Umbarger, her second. Team's fourth. And ball will stay with the Titans off the foul. Mooney inbounds it to Helms. Gets it over to Johnson, back to Helms. Here's Green with it now to Mooney in the corner. Gets it back to Helms. Over to Green, over to Harmon. Harmon will just put up the shot, no good. Try to fight for the rebound there, but Lance gets it. And that pass kind of swatted out from Helms. That long three from Kaiser, no good. And Johnson gets the rebound. Umbarger on top of it, but gets it out to Helms. She'll take it up to the timeline. Titans are slowing things down a little bit. Helms over to Green, over to Harmon. Back over to Johnson, back to Helms in the corner. Over to Johnson, over to Green. Katie Mooney will try a three in the corner. It looked like it was going to go in from high angle, but shot no good. Harmon's rebound, no good. As Lance will take the long pass up to Foreman. Here's Reister with it now, and she traveled. Oh no, they're calling her a double good there.
For the Titans, brings in number 25, junior Macy Anderson.
You can kind of tell from the look on her face, she kind of knew it too. Helms with it. Over to Allison, back to Helms. It's a quick pass over to Johnson. Johnson will drive in a little bit, get it out to Allison. Over to Harmon now. Back over to Johnson. She'll try a three. Shot long. And Reister comes down with the rebound. She passes it over to Lance. She'll try a three. Shot no good, but Kaiser does come down with it. That's Foreman with it. She tries the long two instead of a three and hits it. And that would be a 30-second timeout called by Coach Lee. We'll take it with him. And we're back here to Titan Fieldhouse in 30 seconds.
One of the oldest banks in southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
Back out here to Titan Fieldhouse. Cherryvale with a 2-point lead, 20-22. How convenient the year it is the score on the scoreboard. As this is Mooney with it now, she'll bring it up. Gets it over to Helms. Helms will drive in. And I think they're going to call a foul on number 5, Lance. Her first. Ball remains with the Titans. Mooney will inbound it to Harmon. Gets it back to Mooney. Over to Helms. Helms gets it over to Johnson on the wing. Back to Mooney from the outer perimeter. Her three. No good. And that was, and Allison tracked down the rebound. A little bit of a mess in there, but ball will remain with the Titans as Helms will try a three, and she switched it. Helms, 4-3. Her first points of the second quarter as Titans now take the lead once again by 1. First Foreman with it under the Umbarger. Her shot's no good. And a jump ball. And possession arrow will favor. Oh no, it'll stay with the Titans. Okay. Gracie Major. As Gracie Major will check into the ball game. And Darla Johnson will take a seat. Mooney inbounds it to Helms. She'll take it up. Over to Harmon. Quick pass over to Major. Back to Helms in the corner. She'll drive in on the side, and she traveled with it. Wasn't sure if they were going to call that or not. It was kind of a bit of a sneak along the baseline. That was Lance with it. Over to Reister. Back over to Lance. We'll get it over to Rada. Rada, one of the two. That was Kaiser and Rada now. Umbarger with it. Shot no good, but she does draw the foul. She will go to the line shooting 2. Falcons in them. They're going to call that foul on Macy Allison. Her first. To the line for 2. Team's out. She makes the first one, ties it up 23-23. Riley Johnson. Helms will take a seat for the first time this game, and Riley Johnson will check back in. And he makes the second one and takes the lead. Umbarger makes him go. Setting in for Umbarger, number 24, Lily Ann Whitman. Umbarger will check out after the free throws, and Lily Ann Whitley will check back into the ball game for the Chargers. Here's Johnson with it. Over to Major. Back to Johnson. Trying to find an opening. Gets it over to Mooney in the outer perimeter. On the wing with it now is Harmon. In the lane to Allison. Back out to Mooney. She'll try a 3. In and out. And a jump ball called. And possession arrow. Possession arrow over the Chargers. Here's Lance with it now. She gets it over to Reister. Starting to pronounce that name correctly. She gets it over to Rada. Over to Lance. Back to Rada. She'll try the through. And she switched it. Those points of the game for Rada. That's Shelby Rada, that is. As Mooney brings it up. Gets it over to Johnson. Over to Major now. Back to Johnson. There's Harmon with it in the corner. Back over to Johnson. Looking for someplace to go. Mooney with the ball now. Takes it up a little, pass back to Major, pass to Mooney. Fakes the three from the wing, drives in instead, gets it back out to Johnson. Less than a minute here in the half. And Major pass to Johnson is no good.
Checking in for the Cherryvale, number 1, Bethany Umbarger.
Bethany Umbarger will check back in as Kaiser takes a seat. And Reister will bring it up the timeline. Gets it over the Rhoda. Inside to Umbarger. She's just checked in. That was Reister with it. Now with it to Lance. Give it over to Umbarger once again. Back to Lance. She'll try the through, and she switched it.
That was side, Kelsey Lance. That's the points.
Her first bucket of the second quarter. It's now an 8-point lead for Cherryvale as they've started to get hot here a little bit. Here's Major with it now. Over to Mooney. Finds an opening in Johnson. Who's Major with it? We'll try the long three. That kind of looked like it was going in for a minute, but shot no good. So Titans down by 8 as we head into the half. We're going to take about a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll kick off the Crossland Construction halftime show. We will be back in 2 minutes here on Columbus Sports Live.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
As one of the oldest banks in Southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
Everybody can make something because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
When it comes to your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Titan fans can find us at 404B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Crossing Construction Halftime Show here on Columbus Sports Live. Your career awaits with Crossing Construction. Start with Crossing right out of high school with their internship and apprenticeship programs. You can learn more at crossland.com/careers. Taking a look at some stats for the first half of the Titans. The Titans themselves led in scoring by the freshman, or the star freshman that we've been kind of talking about a lot here recently, Ellie Helms. She's got 12 points on the night. She's followed by Katie Moody with 6, Grace Major with 3, and Ada Harmon with 2. As far as Cherryvale goes, they're led in scoring by Lance. That's Kelsey Lance, as she has 7 on the night, followed by Foreman with 6, Rooster with 5, Leda with 3, and then Umberger and Kyler both with 2 tonight. So, like we said, two fairly young squads here, but Cherryvale is coming off of a really big season, as the Titans also kind of coming off of a big season. You know, they made it farther than people thought they would last year. So, it's closer. It's a lot closer game than what I originally anticipated, just kind of looking at how these two teams played last year. So you got to give the Titans credit. They have improved, bar none, recently over the last, 2 weeks. We saw the performance in the Colgan game. And sure, Colgan's a lot bigger of a squad, a lot taller of a squad. But they just weren't hitting shots that they needed to. I don't think they were taking a lot of shots either. You can see, especially Katie Mooney, you can kind of see her from, if she's in the corner, she's trying to corner 3 pretty much all the time. And unless she's, she's being toppled pretty much by a defender. But it's good to see this team improving. It's good to see that their hard work has been paying off, and that a lot of the stuff that they've put their time and effort into over the last few weeks has really paid off. And I think that the score of this game tonight, even though they're currently down by 8, 23-30, they're in the ballpark. And that's an important thing. The game's not over. You can't count them out yet. You're not going to run the clock. You have the ability to come back and win this thing. You just have to rebound, good fouling, as far as fouls goes. Cherryvale had 5 team fouls in the first half, while Columbus had 8, and Cherryvale was in the bonus. Of course, fouls are reset as you head into the second half, but that's besides the point. Don't foul. Get your rebounds, box out, all the main things that you need to win a good basketball game in high school. And they're going to, I honestly believe that they can win this game. It's just about how confident they come out in the second half, how well they do, and really if they can take the shots that they need to, that's kind of sounds like a cliche, but honestly, you can't just take a random shot from, the half-court mark and expect it to go in, expect to win games, Get the looks that you need to, find the openings and take them. If you're going to win these high school basketball games, you're going to have to get some shots up. And so far, the Titans have gotten some shots up. Like we said, Katie Mooney with 2 threes in the first quarter. Ellie Helms is really hot in the first quarter. She had, 3. She had 9 alone in the first quarter. I'm not sure why it took me so long to do all that math there. But anyway, we're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back in about 2 minutes as we get ready for the second half of action here, as Titans are down by 8, 23-30, taking on the Cherryvale Chargers. We're back to Columbus in 2 minutes. I'm sorry.
To make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, The professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Titan fans can find us at 404B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
Roto-Rooter
Columbus.
Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000. Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
As one of the oldest banks in Southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
Back, everybody, to Columbus Sports Live. Start the second half of play. It is Titan ball, and it went out of bounds with the last touch by the Chargers, and possession arrow will go to the Titans as that pass from Johnson trying to get it to Mooney was out, and it'll still be Titan basketball. There's their third opportunity at it. Get it in the helms over to Mooney. And that pass went out of bounds. It was last touched by a Titan, and possession arrow will go to the Chargers. And here's Rooster with it. Sure took it up the court. That's Umbarger with it over to, I can't see, I think that was Rooster. Lance will try the three. Shot no good. Johnson comes down with the rebound. It was Mooney over to Johnson. Back to Mooney. She stands around the 25-foot line. Gets it over to Johnson again. Here's Ava Harmon with it. Back to Mooney on the wing, looking for somewhere to go. Underneath to Maddie Bergen. Her shot no good. She does get a rebound, though. Her back is no good, but she is fouled. So she will go to the line.
Number 23, Peyton Foreman, sending the
Shooting
shooter,
at two.
Bergen to the line for two.
That foul's going to be on Foreman. That's her second. Team's first of the half. Bergen's first shot, no good. And Sutherland bounces off as Lance comes down with it. Over to Reister. Gets it over to Kaiser now. She'll drive in a little bit. Backside over to Lance. Over to Roosevelt. Takes the three. Drives into the lane. Shot no good. Umbarger managed to get the rebound, and her putback is no good. And Maddie Morgan tried to save it. Went out of bounds. And possession now will stay with the Chargers. That was Kaiser with it. Umbarger's shot, no good. And that was Foreman trying to get the rebound. Her and Mooney getting it. And that's going to be on
13 seconds and a half.
Cadence Foreman, her third. She picks up 2 quick ones there. As Mooney will bring it across the timeline. Gets it over to Helms. Over to Bergen now with it. Back over to Mooney. Gets it over to Helms. She'll drive in the lane. Shoots the defender. Shot no good. Johnson fighting for the rebound. And the jump ball called. In possession arrow. We'll go back to the Chargers as Kelsey Overacker talks things over with her squad. She's going to take 30. We'll take it with her. We're back to Titan Fieldhouse in 30 seconds. Here we are back as Rooster inbounds it to Kaiser, and she checks Reister. She brought it up. Here's Lance with it now. Back to Reister. Over to Lance. Now is on Barger. Harmon tried to get it.
Was on Titans number 2.
Called that foul on Harmon. We're pushing foul there, and no shooting situation as ball will stay with the Chargers. And that was Reister from the 3 off the possession. No good. As Johnson will bring it down. Give it over to Mooney. Mooney kind of directing traffic here. She gets it over to Bergen. Back to Mooney. And Helms kind of caught it low. And she traveled with it. That's what they would have called her. And she thought she was supposed to go to the free throw line. I guess she thought she was supposed to go to the free throw line. Looked like she was there. I kind of thought that's where she was headed after the contact, but get her for a travel instead. Here's Lance with it. They get her for a travel on the other end. So you know what? It's better to call it even. We'll just say that. So. Sure, you can disagree, but when the foul calls are even on both ends of the court, you can't really complain too much. Here's Johnson with it. Here's Mooney now. Back to Bergen in the corner. Puts it back to Johnson. Backs out a little. And Kaiser on top of her. Gets it over to Mooney. Here's Johnson with it now. She'll pass inside to Helms, but it's swatted out of there by Rhoda.
14.
And that foul is going to be called on her. I believe that's her first. Should be anyway. Yep. Team's third. Here's Johnson inbounding it to Helms. Sneak pass underneath to Johnson. Gets it back out to Mooney. And she'll take the 3. Shot no good. Little loose ball under there. Johnson gets the rebound. Katie takes the long 2. That shot also no good. No points scored yet here in this third quarter. As that's Rooster with it now. And that was Kaiser. Pass over to Lance, and they're going to get her with the travel. So ball will go back to the Titans. As Johnson inbounds it to Mooney, she'll bring it across the timeline. Transition pass over to Johnson. So it's back to Allison. Or no, excuse me, that's Harmon. I'm sorry. And Harmon will take the bucket and gets it to go. Third bucket. And the third quarter goes to Ava Harmon. And the Titans cut it to a 5-point deficit.
Fouls on number 14.
We're going to call that foul on Maddie Bergen, her second, as Grace Major will replace her in the game. And checking in for the Chargers is Gentry Grass. There's Umbarger with it. Being trapped in the lane. Gets it over to, I believe that was Grass. Now with it is Rooster, and she knocks down a third. 25-33, back to an 8-point lead for the Chargers. As Johnson with it over to Mooney. Mooney calling a play. Trying to signal her teammates. She drives in, gets it back out to Helms. And they're going to get a travel on Helms in the corner. She was being heavily guarded, tried to sneak around, and didn't get her footing. This ball will go back to the Chargers. She used Lance inbounding it to Rooster. She'll bring it up. Over to Grass. That's Lance with it now over to Umbarger. She'll drive in, take the shot, no good. She gets her own rebound, though, put back in the foul.
Another one. Roger. What's the basket to go? You go to the line to shoot one.
Go on the night for her, and Cherryvale has the opportunity to stretch it to an 11-point.
It's number 30.
And that foul is going to be the first one on Briley Johnson, as Green replaces her in the ballgame. And her free throws up and good. He does stretch it to an 11-point lead. Five in the game for Umbarger as Mooney takes it up, gets it over to Helms. Titans have kind of gone ice cold here in the second half of the game. Here's Mooney with a three, and as I say that, she knocks it down. So I think we're going to call her a long two. It's her first points of the second half. 27-36. Titans have got it back to single digits as Rooster drives in. Shot no good. And Green raced for it and managed to get the rebound and gets it over to Mooney, and she'll bring it up. Rose Major. She'll try the three. Shot no good. Seems like every three she tries, it either goes in or looks good. And Major trying to steal it, and she got a hand on it, but Amelia went in the hands of Lance, and she's fouled going up.
Of them, number 5, Italy Helms. First, second, fourth. At the line.
Her first shot was at the rim. That's going to be the second foul on Ellie Helms. That puts Lance at the free throw line. Second shot, no good. Not sure who got the rebound, but Mooney brings it up. Over to Major now. It's back to Harmon. What? Here with it now. That's Mooney with it off the quick steal. And Ava Harmon tries a three, but doesn't get it to go.
Number 3, Bradley Johnson. For William Rivers, and number 14, Chevy Radar.
Who was out with it? That's Rooster. She inbounds it. It's checked by Lance as she brings it across the timeline. And her bucket's good to go.
2 points, Rooster.
2 points for Rooster. And it's now a 12-point deficit. 27-39. That's Major with it. Over to Mooney. Here's Helms with it now. And it goes out of bounds. Possession arrow will stay with the Titans. Here's Johnson with it. Gets it inside to Green. Back to Mooney. Here's Major with it now. Mooney back with it over to Johnson. Back to Major. Major will try the long three. Shot no good. And that's going to go out of bounds. In position here, we'll go back to the Chargers.
Macy Allison.
as Macy Allison will check in. Along with somebody else, we had two sit out. It was Green and Harmon that sit out. Under a minute to go. Here's Lance with it, and they're going to get over the travel.
Checking in for the Chargers, number 4, Gentry Glass.
Gentry Glass back in the game now for the Chargers as Umbarger will sit the bench. As Johnson inbounds it to Mooney. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. The Titans got to start hitting some threes here if they're going to have an opportunity to crawl back in this game. Here's Major with it now. That's Johnson with it. Over to Mooney in the corner. She drives in the lane, puts the bucket up, shot no good. Allison right underneath it for the rebound. Shot is no good, but she does get the line for 2. Foul, and fouls on another free throw line, shooting 2. That'll be the foul on Gentry Glass. She'll be her first. Team's 4th. Foul's tied at 4 as Allison shoots a free throw. First one, a little strong, no good. And second one bounces off the rim and is good. Free throw there, but we'll take it for Macy Allison. Cuts the deficit to 9, 12 seconds. And the 3 from Lance in the corner, no good, but the rebound is tracked by Gass. Reester's 3, big 3 there, shot no good. Gass does get her own Reester's rebound, Find a 3 from anywhere they can hit it. That was Lance at the buzzer, and her shot's no good. So at the end of 3, Knights are down 9 points, 28-39. So, like we said, they're going to have to start hitting some threes in order to crawl back in this one. A 3-possession ball game here from Columbus. We're back in 30 seconds.
Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the 4-state's choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
Welcome back out here to Titan Fieldhouse as we get set for the fourth quarter of action here in the Grove Zone. 28-39, Titans down by, I think I said 9 earlier, but it's 11. Looking at the score, but I don't know. I was never a big math guy, but you know what? Numbers aren't my thing. That's why I said the exact numbers on the scoreboard and don't try to get all technical with it. And I know I'm probably going to get a ton of text saying, how is basic addition getting technical? But you know what? The math is not your strong suit. Basic addition is technical. That was Major inbounding it to Allison. She gets it back to Major. Over to Helms now, Rip. She'll drive in the lane, sneaks through the defenders, and puts it up to go. That's a good way to start. If you're going to cut into this lead here, as Helms' ice-cold streak has been broken. Titans cut it to 9. Here's Rooster with it now over to Kyler. Drives in the lane a little bit, backs out. Rooster for 3, and she hits it. It's the exact opposite of what you want to happen. As the lead is now 12 for the Chargers. Helms will bring it up. Johnson in the corner 3. Shot no good. Allison does get the rebound, and it's kind of swatted out of there. This is now should favor the Titans. And it does. As Johnson inbounds it to Major. Gets it over to Mooney. I think Mooney was, I guess she was looking for a 3 there. She'll take it anyway. Long 3. Shot no good as Umbarger gets the rebound and kind of throws it over to Rooster. It's the pass over to Lance as she drives in the lane, and her shot's no good. And Major gets the rebound and quickly swatted out of there by Foreman. And Umbarger gets the putback to go. Here's, I believe that was Major inbounding it to Helms. Helms will bring it across the timeline. Helms will try a three, no good. Over to Foreman. Rooster will drive in now, and she gets the shot and the foul.
Jalen Reeser from 2. Going to the line for and 1.
Now she'll go to the line for the and 1, and that's going to be the third foul on Edward Helms. Team's fifth. First shot's good. Thought it was an and 1. She made it, but I guess she was only shooting one. So she converts the 3-point play. This Helms kind of directing a little bit of traffic. 6:15 to go. Gets it over to Johnson. Pass back out to Major. Gets it back to Helms. And pass swatted out of there by Umbarger. And manages to get it over to Lance. There's Foreman with it now. A Show tried to put up the easy bucket. Shot no good. And Titans can track down the rebound, but Umbarger could. Gets it over to Rooster. Over to Foreman now. Lance will try the three from the wing, and she hit it.
It's in line, it's the 3.
Now a 20-point lead. Here's Major with it. Now with Mooney. She'll just pull it for the long two. No good. Here's Lance with the rebound. Here's Rooster with it. She'll try the three. Shot no good. That was Umbarger that came down with it, but Allison got the rebound. And that's going to be on number 3. Sure. I think that's her first foul. Yeah. Kind of impressive. She's been in the game a long time and finally just picking up her first foul. As Foreman will take us over. And Trinity Ramos will check into the ball game.
Helms gets her on the rebound. He's fouled on the way out. Go to the line for Chewy.
Helms got the rebound right over the line, and that foul is going to be on Kaiser. Also her first. Helms first shot, no good. Kind of crazy. There are 2 players that have been in the game the entire time and haven't had a shot yet. They haven't had a foul yet up until this point. And that's Johnson with the rebound. She'll get it over to Major. She'll try the open three. No good. And Umbarger comes down with the rebound. Who's that with it? Umbarger. And her shot no good. And she's on the floor. Johnson comes down with the rebound. She's a little slow getting that, but she is up. And Helms tried to get the flow to go. It would not, and the ball will go back to the Chargers. So Umbarger's going to come off the court, especially a little slow getting up. Same with Kaiser as Whitley and Northwest. I think way to check into the ball game for the Chargers. 4:28 left to go. Easter with the three, and she hit it. And Kelsey Weber-Acker will call a third timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute as the Chargers lead by 23 points over the Titans. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers.
Back out here with Columbus Sports Live as Titans have the ball. Coming out of the timeout, here's Helms with it, and her shot's up and good. 4 in the fourth quarter for Aaron Helms. As Reister brings it up, pass it over to, that was Rhoda, and her three is good. And the Chargers have kind of gotten hot here in the fourth quarter. Helms will just try a three, shot no good. Fighting for the rebound, that was Ramos and Whitley. Ball did go out of bounds off a Titan foot, and it'll go back to the Chargers. That was Rhoda in the lane. Her shot no good, but does draw contact, and she'll go to the line.
Bradley Johnson sends number
That will be a foul on number 3, Bradley Johnson, her second. Team sixth.
Raven knocks down first. Raven gets a second to go.
And Rhoda gets them both to fall as Helms will bring it across. Still with it, gets it out to Mooney. Mooney will try the three, and she's ripped it. First point, Katie's first points of the fourth quarter, 35-58. Here's Reister with it now. Back out to Lance. Lance will try the long three. Rolled in and out for the rebound to Stillman, and her shot's up and good, and she does draw contact.
Then Titan number 20, Trinity Ramos.
The first foul on Trinity Ramos.
1.
Here's the 1-and-1 from Foreman. The shot's no good. As Helms brings it across over to Johnson. Tried to get the bucket in transition, couldn't get it to go, and ball stripped out of there by Whitley, and here's Lance with it now. And there's some contact there. That will send number 14 right over the line.
Brown Johnson
shooting a 1-and-1.
Raider to the line for the 1-and-1.
And they're going to call the third foul on Battle Johnson. Team vote. As Cherryvale now in the double bonus. Here's Trinity Green checking in for Briley Johnson.
1370 Green.
First shot for Rada was good. And she knocks down the second one. Here's Helms with it. She'll drive in. Rolls off the rim, and rebound grabbed by Whitley, and Lance will slow things down a little bit. 2:43 left to go in the ball game. Chargers up 62-35. And that's Reister with it now. Puts it in the hands of Lance. With it in the corner to Foreman. She'll drive in. And her bucket's up and good.
Foreman.
Quick 4 points in the fourth quarter for Foreman as Helms has it now. She'll turn it up, shot no good, and Ada Ramos gets the rebound and 2 points.
2.
And that's Reister now with it. And she traveled, and here comes some substitutions.
For the Chargers, brings in number 2, Olivia Kaiser, and number 4, Gentry Gass.
Gentry Grass and Olivia Kaiser checking in the ball game as Reister and Lance will take a seat. That was Foreman with it. And that was the 3 from Grass, and she knocks it down.
Shelly Raider, 3.
Or excuse me, that was Rhoda. Here's Mooney. She'll try the three on the other end, and she swished it. And that's Kaiser with it now. She passed it over to Rhoda. There's Foreman with it. Nearly in the lane. Shot no good. And Green comes down with the rebound. Get it over to Helms. She'll bring it up. Gets it over to Mooney. She'll drive in the lane. Put her shot at no good. But she does draw the foul. And she'll go to the line shooting two. And that's going to be a foul on Kate Foreman. 23. And that's her fourth. We got a running clock, 44 seconds left. And the scoreboard is kind of falling out of place, so I've got to fix that as quickly as I can. There we go, looks a little better. There's Kaiser with it now. That's Foreman with it now. On the pass from Rhoda, she'll dribble it out for the final seconds. There's the buzzer. Titans would fall in this one, 67-41, in a game that looks pretty promising at halftime. Titans just couldn't connect on all of the shots that they took, and Cherryvale got really hot in the second half of the game, and that's how some of these games can go. We'll bring you some post-game stats and information. Hopefully get to talk to the head coach a little bit and get his thoughts on tonight's game, and on the game ahead as they head into a big one against the Riverton Rams. So we're going to take about a 30-second break, and more than 30 seconds, probably about 2 minutes, and we'll be back with our post-game show here on Columbus Sports Live.
When it comes to your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
As one of the oldest banks in Southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Titan fans can find us at 404B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net. Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers. Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
And welcome back to Columbus Sports Live. Let you know that some scoring totals here tonight for the girls' game as they get a fall in this one. The leading scorer tonight for the Titans is Ellie Helm. She's got 16 points, 4.5. She had 12 going into halftime. Katie Boone kind of picked up a little bit in the fourth quarter. She adds 14 tonight for the Titans. Ava Harmon, she has 4 tonight. And Ada Ramos, who got a bucket there at the end, and she picks up 2 for the Lady Chargers. They are led in scoring by Rooster. She picks up 16 tonight. That's Kelsey Rooster. Kaiser added a bucket as well in there with 2 points. Behind her, we got 2 people tied at 11. That's Lance and Rada. Rada really didn't get to play that much until the second half, and when she did, she came up big for the Lady Chargers. In the fourth quarter alone, she had 8 points. So she scored 11 total in the ball game. Same with Lance, who was really hot in the first half, kind of slowed down a little bit, but managed to win enough to where she would also get double figures she would tonight. Foreman picked up 10. She had 6 at the half and added 4 in the fourth quarter to round out her scoring total. And then Umbarger had 7. So when you have that many players in your starting lineup that can touch the ball and score the ball really well, that makes for a tough basketball game. And, we were down by 8 at the half. It kind of seemed like, maybe we would get something going. The Titans are really went ice cold in the third quarter, and both of them hit shots from anywhere. From 3-point line, they tried to drive in, get in the lane, couldn't hit it from there either. So, hoping for better results from this both game. We actually, last time these 2 teams met was in the Fredonia Substates. We mentioned it already playing up tonight as the Titans picked up a win over the Cherryvale Chargers in the Substate semifinals, knocking them out 71-57. So hopefully we'll see some similar results here tonight from Titan Fieldhouse as this boys squad is undefeated. 3-0 so far on the season. The Cherryvale Chargers, I don't think match preps is accurate, but they're either 2-2 or 1-3 on the season. There's a game that is in there that should be played theoretically, but it has not been added to MAC preps yet. So we'll see what happens here tonight. We're going to take another quick break. Hopefully talk to Coach Elite a little bit, get his thoughts on what this game may hold. What the Liberton game may hold for the Lady Titans, and his recap of tonight's game against the Chargers, and then we're also going to look at some scores from around the area before the tip-off of this boys matchup coming up here in about 7 minutes, 30 seconds. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on Columbus Sports Live.
You're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life. The professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Titan fans can find us at 404B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net. Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers. Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Back here to Columbus Sports Live, 5 minutes away from the tip-off of this boys game as we once again kick off the second round of the Vital Signs pregame show here in Columbus Sports Live. The Titans' execution is vital to their success, and at Vital Signs, they know how important execution is. That's why they'll help you through the entire process from design to installation. You can follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company. Hopefully, a better outlook tonight for this boys squad. 3-0 on the year with wins over Clergan, Liberal, and a win Friday night last week over the Southeast Lancers. This Cherryvale squad 1-2. In fact, while we have the opportunity and while we have the time, let's pull up their boys roster and see the teams that they have played. So they're 2-2. Okay, it's been updated. So they took a loss at the start of the season to Riverton. Won a game 75-35 over the Toyota Shore Blue Streaks. The Open Eagles, they took a loss there 68-55. And on Friday night last week, they're coming off of a win as well, 57-31 against Lake Senna. So I think this is going to be a good one. Both teams coming off of a big win. Both teams should be motivated. Have plenty of motivation going into this one tonight. I think as long as Titans show up, play defensively, they should win here tonight. But, we've seen games where sometimes our team doesn't show up and doesn't hit shots very well. And, any team can beat any team on any given night. But I think tonight, as long as the Titans are there and as long as they do what they need to do, they should get the win here tonight. So, not really worried about this one. Update you on some scores from around the area. This one shocked me a little bit. Frontenac taking on Bonner Springs tonight on their hardwood at Frontenac High School. The Indian Raiders are down 43-51 right now, 4:22 left in the fourth quarter. I'm not going to lie, I honestly didn't expect that one. Frontenac, the past two games, have looked really good. But also, I don't know how good Bonner Springs is. They could be a really, really good team. In fact, and now it's good. Oh, the folks, I stand corrected. We just had a bit of a change here. I fast forwarded a little bit. That was 4 minutes in the fourth quarter. And now the Raiders have taken the lead, 55-54, with a minute 18 left to go in the game. So, Frontenac currently up with Bonner Springs. I didn't expect that. 56-54 now with 46.2 seconds left in the game. For the girls. Now, like we said earlier, the Lamar Tigers and the Bulldogs are facing off tonight. The girls' game will be played at Galena. The boys' game will be played at Lamar. No idea why the reason. Now we're up 3-0 over the Lamar Tigers with 6:42 left to go in the first. I did manage to find a live stream of the boys game, which has not started yet. A minute 18 left until that one starts from Lamar, Missouri. We're going to take another quick break. Hopefully we'll get the opportunity to talk to Coach Reed a little bit. I'm not sure if he'll be wanting to talk to us tonight a little bit, but we'll see how things go. We're going to take about a minute break, and when we come back, we should hopefully have the tip-off for this Bulls game coming up here. We're back to Columbus in 2 minutes.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers. Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
When it comes to your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus.
Back to your Titan Fieldhouse. 15 seconds left. And doesn't look like we're going to catch Coach Lee before it starts the Bulls game, but if you still want to come up and talk to us, we'll be happy to listen to him. As we get ready for the starting lineup for the Cherryvale Chargers. Stetson Hempel Schaefer, a junior, number 2. Number 3, Trevin Elam, a senior. Sophomore, number 14, Carson Ellis.
Senior, number 22, Brock
Robertson, number 22.
number 52.
Senior, number 52, Danny Weaver. Might be the coach's son based on the last name.
For Columbus.
And here's the starting lineup for the Titans. So if we check out, it will be number 13, Howard. Number 22, Bear Minor. Number 30, Brett Hamilton.
Number 30, senior Brett Hamilton.
Number 35, Landon Midget. Landon, that's the big man in the middle. We got to call him that. Number 32, Seth Stover.
And number 32, senior Seth Stover. Head coach of the Chargers, Ronnie Hilo, assistant coach Bryson Ellis. Head coach of the Titans, Jerry
Titans are coached by Jerry Smiley, assisted by Taylor Spear. The Chargers are coached by Ronnie Hilo, assisted by Bryson Ellis. Titans are in their home whites, red letters and numerals. The Chargers in their road blue uniforms with white letters and numerals. There's the tip-off. It'll be Elam and Howard. As I'm trying to get the starting lineup names written down here. And I guess they did a re-tip. Here's Midget with it. Howard on the tip. And as Midget's calling a play. Stover with it. Who's Minor with it? And driving the lane. And Brett picks up. Or Brett draws an early foul. And that's going to be on first. Randy Rivera.
to the line.
His first, and Hamilton will go to the line shooting 2. As Brett makes the first one. That second shot no good, but the putback by Stover is. Titans pick up a quick 3 points. And that pass intended for V-Hill goes out of bounds, and the ball will go back to the Titans. As Hamilton will take that pass over the midget. They'll bring it up the timeline. There's Midget calling play. Minor. There's Hamilton with it back over the midget. Zungenhauer, midget in the corner, passes into Stover, and Stover's bucket no good, but he does draw the foul. Let's see who they're going to call that on.
Number 2, Stetson Schaefer.
They're going to call that on Temple Schaefer, and that'll be his first, team second. And Seth will go to the line. First free throw up and good. And Seth drains the pair. 4 for the night for Seth so far. Comes out with Robertson. Here's Schaefer with it. That was Ellis. Now with it is Robertson. Back to Ellis. That's Schaefer with it now. Gets it over to Elam. And that's Danny Weaver in the lane. Shot no good. So trying to write some stats down here, get some points. And that's Hamilton with it. Trying to make sure I got all the names down here. And there's Minor up and in.
Well, I'm up to 2.
As we bring in, this is kind of what I was rolling on here. I think Coach Smiley's the one that called that timeout here as we're bringing in the head coach for the Lady Titans, Matt Leeds. So, kind of looking a bit tonight. You know, it looked kind of promising in the second half. It kind of went ice cold in that third quarter, but you know what? Some promising totals here. 16 for Aaron Helms, 14 for Katie Moon is what I got. Probably not the most accurate, but you know what? We got some totals. So, kind of what did you talk about at halftime, and what was the mentality going into the second half of this game?
I mean, we came out red hot. I mean, probably not sustainable for 20 points every quarter, but I thought in the second, it kind of, yeah, I mean, that's a good team, good coach. They made some good adjustments. So in the halftime, we were just talking, you know, we got to just play with more energy, look for our shots, and really just not play as, you know, timid. But, I mean, yeah, like I said, they're a good team.
Coming out of this one, we've been kind of talking about how this team made it to state last year in Class 3A. Aren't they Class 2A now?
Oh, no, I'm not sure. I think they're still 3A. They might be.
That's what I heard last year, but I'm honestly not sure. But
yeah, they lost this pretty good senior, but
yeah, I noticed they're a decently young team. But kind of what did you talked about to the team after the game? You know, a tough loss, but
yeah, I told them we got to have short-term memory. It was a tough game. It wasn't all bad. There were some things we'll see on film that we'll talk about, some positives. But I mean, we've got 2 winnable games Thursday and Friday that we can't hang our heads about. We've got to have a good day of practice tomorrow and go out there and try to get 2 wins.
kind of forgetting about the Southeast game since the boys played on Friday night, but glad you guys are getting a chance to play that. I'm not sure if we'll be ready to the final schedule. Yeah, and that kind of gets in the way of some things. But
It's a change. I've never done that before as a coach, but yeah, we're playing at 2:00 and their whole school. Like, I think it's going to be a really cool atmosphere.
Oh, they're winning the whole school. Now I want to show up there. I'd like to see that atmosphere. I think they've got an NFHS account that I might watch. But anyway, you guys have, of course, the Lancers coming back Thursday afternoon, and then you guys go to Riverton, back-to-back games. Kind of not anticipated, but have happened. Kind of what's the mentality going into this week and into the semester?
We want to be playing good basketball. We know we're not a finished product. We know where we're going to have pickups. We're playing, really 3 freshmen got in there tonight. So we know there's going to be some learning curve that we're going to be on. But right now we're trying to get better. We have a focus on our practices, focuses for our week. And as long as we're hitting those, and I feel like we're working hard, like it's hard for me to be upset when I see my girls out there playing so hard.
Absolutely. I even talked about it. I said, I honestly think that first half of play was better than what we saw last year.
Yeah.
From these two teams met up at Cherryvale.
Yeah, Cherryvale's good. They're good.
But that's all I got for you. I don't know if we'll be up there at Southeast, but good luck there. I hope to come out with a win, and we'll see you at Riverton.
All right, thanks, brother.
Thanks. But voice of the head coach of the Lady Titans, Matt Leet, as 9-5 lead here. I guess a little bit of action's kind of caught up with the Chargers. Score is 9-5. 4:02 left to go here in the first quarter. There's minor inbounds at Hamilton. He's being trapped, but thought he was going to get the bucket to go, but didn't fall. And that was Elam with it. Robertson will go up through, and I think they're going to get a foul on Claire Minor.
42 Stover.
Or Seth Stover. I misread his 22 as a 4.
It's to the line for the Chargers for 2.
I'm going to get the first on Seth. And Robertson will go to the line. He knocks down one. And he gets the second one to go. Pulls it within 2.
Robertson.
As Ungenhauer will bring it up the court. Over to Midget. Here's with it now is Ungenhauer. Back to Midget. Over to Hamilton. Gets it over to Minor. Minor drives in the lane. Pass for Stover. He loses it. Rebound by Schaefer. Schaefer will come in. Looking for some place to go. Gets it over to Elam. Who was that with it? That was number 14. Schaefer drives in the lane. Shakes the defender a little bit and gets his basket to go.
Schaefer for 2.
Ties the game up 9-9. And that's Midget with it. Hamilton will drive in the lane, loses it. As a almost fresh new set of Titans getting ready to check in. Here's Ellis with it. Gets it over to Schaefer. Schaefer quite the player and gets it over to Robinson. Back to Schaefer. Fakes the 3. Drives in the lane. The floater, no good. Rebound by Stover. Gets it over to Midget. And he's going to be fouled by number 3, Elam. Ball will stay with the Titans.
For the Titans, number 1, Joe Sidney.
That's Elam's first foul. So,
And number 24, Jason Tanner.
So Tanner, Youngblood, and Jace Midget are checking the ball game for the Titans as Hamilton, Midget, and Minor will sit. There's Tanner with it now. Gets it over to Youngblood. Youngblood drives in the lane. His floater's up and good. As soon as he checks into the game, picks up 2. And then the lead goes back to the Titans. That's usually on with it. He'll drive in, floater no good, and Tanner comes down with the rebound. Pass intended for Ungenhauer, but flipped out of bounds. The last touch that was by Schaefer, and the last touch by the Chargers. Ball will stay with the Titans. How's Tanner gets it over to Ungenhauer. Sneak pass in the Youngblood. His shot's no good, and I'm not sure who's got the rebound. If I could find my roster, I'd let you know. That's number 23, Briggs Knight. Ball stripped away. Who's Ungenhauer with it? And then tried to go up for a dunk, missed it. I wouldn't be going up for dunks when you got that many defenders on you, and plus, we're only up by 2. I mean, if you're wide open, obviously take it. It's impressive, and he can slam them down. Number foul there on Cole Youngblood. Number 30, Midget and Hamilton will check back into the game as Ungenhauer and Stover sit down. Off the foul, it'll go back to the Chargers as Schaefer brings it across the timeline. And we'll get it over to Ellis. And Schaefer with it now. Nearly lost it. And that's Knight with it. Puts it back to Schaefer. And that's Robertson with it. We'll try the long 2. Shot no good, but the rebound is there for Ellis, and he gets 2 points.
Close Ellis, 13.
Ties the game up 11-11. Here's Tanner with it. Gets it over to Midget. Back to Youngblood. That's Tanner with it in the corner. Gets it back to Midget. To Jace Midget now. Over to Youngblood. Youngblood in the corner. Looking for someplace to go. Drives in. Backside a level. Gets it to Tanner. Tanner with the sneak pass. And it's picked off by number 14, Ellis. They'll send it across to Schaefer. Schaefer will drive in. And his basket's up and good. And the Chargers took their first lead of the night, 11-13. There's Tanner with it now. That's Joe Midget over to Landon. Back to Youngblood. There's Landon with it. Over to Jose. And that pass picked off by Brock Robertson. And fortunately, he had no time to get the shot off. So with that, Chargers lead at the end of the first quarter. It's 11-13. Hopefully the Titans can get the ball rolling a little bit more here as we head into the second. We'll be back in 1 minute here on Columbus Sports Live.
Right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
When it comes to your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus.
Welcome back here. Coming out of the quarter break as we start the second quarter of Road Charger basketball. And Schaefer will start with it. He'll inbound it to Robertson. That's Elam with it now. Work the pass to Schaefer, but he's guarded by Minor. Gets it into Vuhel. That's Danny Vuhel. His shot or pass was picked off by Hamilton and Minor. And Minor comes down with it, but he loses it. And gets the pass ahead to Elam. And Schaefer kind of floated it back to Elam. His long 2 was no good. And Hamilton gets the rebound. And his shot is no good as he drives in, but he was fouled.
That was on number 22.
The foul would be on Brock Robertson, number 22, was first.
To the line.
Team's fifth. Red shot from the free throw line, first one no good. Can't connect on the second one either, but Youngblood does track down the rebound. Pass over to Tanner, gets it over to Minor in the corner. Minor drives in. His shot's no good. Youngblood does get the rebound.
That was on 52.
And that's going to be a foul on Danny Weaver. His second. Ball goes back to the Titans. Here's Hamilton for three. No good. And that was Ellis that came down with the rebound, but Youngblood gets it. And they're going to call
Offensive foul on the short.
an offensive foul on Cole Youngblood. Should have been a charge, but
the 42 set sober.
you know, Mike called to make, I guess. That's Robertson with it. He'll get it over to Schaefer, and he'll bring it up to timeline. There with it now is Ellis. Gets it back to Schaefer. That's Robertson with it. Tries to turn it up, finds nowhere to go. He'll get it over to Ellis once again. Here's Elam with it. Kind of directing traffic, calling a play. Same for the coach. Nearly thrown out of there by Minor. But pass gets to Schaefer, back to Elam. Directing traffic early on here as they lead 13-11. 6:22 left to go in the half. Schaefer now with it, back to Elam, over to Robinson on the wing. Schaefer will try the three. No good. Langenauer tried to get the rebound. Didn't touch it. Barely kept him there. Ellis is put back. It was good, and the foul.
Carson Ellis gets the basket to go.
Not a good start for the Titans.
His first.
That foul will go on Landon Midget. It'll be his first. Shot no good. Colt comes down with the rebound. No charge call. Minor shot no good. Hamilton gets it. He's being guarded there, and he traveled. He was kind of stopped up in the lane there and made some, just tried to put some progression, but it's kind of hard to move when you got 3 or 4 guys on you. Ball will go back to the Chargers. Here's Schaefer with it. Over to Ellis. Back to Schaefer. Checks it as he'll bring it up. That's Ellis with it. Now Robertson with it. He'll drive in the lane. Nearly stripped. And who gets the bucket and the foul?
Ball number 30 was Hamilton. Sim number is 22 Rams for 2 and for 1.
No need to make that much contact this early on in the ball game, as that's got to be Smiley calling timeout, I think, at this point, as Chargers have a 6-point lead, 11-17. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers.
Coming out of a timeout, here's Robertson, who's at the free throw line. Good shots up and in. Hamilton checks it over to Midget, calling a play. Here's Minor with it, nearly stripped, puts it over to Youngblood. Over to Hamilton now. He'll drive in. Being guarded heavily. He loses it. Tries to fight for it back. And the ball's out of bounds. And we're saying it's last touched by a Charger. Ball stays with the Titans. Brett fakes the three. Drives in the lane. Shots up and in. Gets the two is Brett Hamilton as Elam will bring it up the timeline. And that pass stolen by Minor. Here he comes up the court. Bit of a hard chop there on the board by Minor. And the pass to Blue Hill goes out of bounds, and the ball will go back to the Titans.
Checking in for the Chargers, number 2, Stephen Schaefer.
And Hempel Schaefer will check back in for the Chargers as Lee Hill will take a seat. Here's Staver with it now. He'll get it out to Midget. Midget will bring it up, gets it over to Youngblood. Over to Minor now. My own team's names mixed up. Show you how tired I am. Here's Midget. He'll bring it in the lane. Shot's no good. But he was fouled. And then we'll go to the free throw line. Shooting 2.
The third foul on number 2, Stephen Schaefer.
That's going to be the third foul on Schaefer.
Shooting.
I don't want to say it's a good thing, but see him have 3 fouls kind of early on in this ball game is not bad considering we're down by 5.
Midget gets the second one.
Raynham gets the second. 13-18, a 4-point difference in score here for the Titans. As that was number 23, Knight with it. He gets it over to Elam. Nearly picked off. It's the pass over to Robinson. Robinson will drive in the lanes. Shot doesn't go. And it hesitant there, but the rebound by Ellis is good.
Yes.
And he's got at least 6 on the night. I'm not sure if I missed anyone talking to Coach Elite, but that was the pass from Midget into Ungenhauer, and Ungenhauer gets his shot to go.
Holgar for 2.
That might be his first. That honestly might be his first 3 of the night. I'm not really sure. That's Elam over to Robinson. Here's Ellis with it now. That's Robertson. He'll take the long 3. Shot no good. Hamilton comes down with the rebound. Ungenhauer tried to look for somewhere to go. Got it over to Midget now. Hamilton in the lane. Shot no good. Fight for the rebound. Ball is out of bounds. And the people at the free throw line, nobody waiting in down the ball. Okay, now I'm not quite sure of the situation. But we'll take a seat. They're calling a technical? You saw him hold up a tee. So who's at the line? Apparently, I guess they're going to call a technical on Hamilton. Now I'm not sure. All I know is that the official held up a tee with the stripe. Yeah, it's got to be a technical because Robertson at the free throw line alone. I'm assuming it's on Hamilton since he's the one that sat the bench. But never really gave any indication. I'm going to mark it on Brett, but I'm not really sure if that's who it's on. Anyway, that was Robertson at the line, and he knocks down a technical free throw. He's got the ball now for the Chargers. Here's Knight with it. He'll try a 3. Shot no good. He'll fight for the rebound, but there's Minor with it. Possession arrow will go back to the Titans. Off the Foul. That's going to be on Bernie Ehud. Should be his third.
Sent Cole out into the electric for one.
Team A from now. No teams in the bonus.
Right.
Minor shot, no good. The rebound is controlled by the Titans, though. Zungenhauer's floater, no good. Cole tries to get a shot in there. That is no good, but he is going to be fouled. And he'll take his turn at the free throw line. Kind of where he landed. All he had to do was stand up, and there he was.
Right, so a line for two.
That's going to be a foul on Ellis, his first. Team's ninth. Cole misses the first one. Second one out of there, no good. Titans kind of been ice cold from the free throw line here tonight as Elam gets it, and that pass is picked off by Minor, and he traveled. And here's Robertson. He'll inbound it off the turnover. Gets it over to Elam. And he loses him there, and ball will go back to the Titans. I think he was wanting a foul on some contact, but did not get it. And here's Titans with the basketball. Here's Stover. Over to Ungenhauer. It's the floater pass over to Tanner as he's directing a little bit of traffic. Back to Ungenhauer now. Tanner with the basketball, gets it back to Ungenhauer in the corner. He'll try corner three and nailed it. Nice through there from Ungenhauer as he lowers the deficit to two. There's Robertson with it now, gets it over to Ellis. Back to Robertson, back to Ellis. Playing a little game of catch here, and he loses that out of bounds, or no, I guess he's going to be fouled. Oh, wow, they're going to call that foul on Colt Ungenhauer, and he'll go to the line. That is not at all what I thought happened. That was a terrible call on my part. There's Colt's first team's oath. The second free throw, and he knocks it down. And he's had quite a few this evening. That's Ungenhauer with it over to Minor. The coach directing traffic. Here's Ungenhauer with it. Floated by Youngblood. No good. Ungenhauer gets the rebound.
That was on number 13.
Apparently they're going to get a foul on him as he gets two quick ones. I guess he was trying to go up for it and saying he drew contact on the defender. Madison brings Knight to the free throw line. Would be surprised if Colt takes the seat after those two quick fouls. And we've got two subs coming in for the Titans. To the end one. Knight knocks down the first. And Colt will take a seat. Joyce Midget and Hamilton back into the game for the Titans. Second free throw comes off, no good. Because I think that was Stover that came down with it and brought it over to Hamilton. Hamilton back with it now off the pass from Joyce Midget, puts it over to Tanner. Here's Joyce Midget with it now. He'll drive in the lane. His shot's up and good. His first points of the ball game. Is that pass stolen by Tanner? Rebound by Jace Midget. Shot no good, but he was fouled. as Tanner missed the easy bucket. So that all worked out, hopefully, depending on how those free throws go for Midget.
Since number one,
First Titans are now in the double bonus as Cherryvale has picked up 10 fouls. Midget misses the first. That foul was on number 31, Bryson Rita. Was first. And Jace Midget knocks down the second one. And that three was from Ron Robertson, of course, out of all the people that have scored tonight. He's been graining a lot of buckets. Here's Tanner. He'll try a three at the other end. Shot no good. 42 seconds left to go here in the first half. Titans down by 5. There's Robertson with it now. They're going to get him with a travel. Ball will go back to the Titans off the turnover. As here's Stover with it, he'll pass it up to Jace Midget. Pass from Midget to Tanner. They were picked out of there by Elam. Midget gets it over to Youngblood. Back to Midget. Back to Tanner on the wing. That's Midget over to Youngblood. Gets it back to Midget. Over to Hamilton now. Back to Jace. Over to Youngblood. Still in the corner. Youngblood with it now. Looking for somewhere to go. Giving out the last shot to. And Cherryvale leads at the half, 22-27. As Titans need to pick up the pace here a little bit as we go into the half. We'll be back here in about 2 minutes to bring you some unofficial halftime stats. This is not my best stat work here, but we'll bring it back here coming up, and we'll be back to Titan Fieldhouse in roughly 2 minutes.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
As one of the oldest banks in Southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
Everybody can make something because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
When it comes to your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Columbus Sports Live as we kick off the second edition tonight of the Crossland Construction Halftime Show. Your career alerts with Crossland Construction start with Crossland right out of high school with their internship and apprenticeship programs. You can learn more at crossland.com/careers. Titans currently down 22-27 to the Cherryvale Chargers, a 5-point deficit. Titans have kind of went ice cold tonight from the free throw line, to be honest. I think Brett missed 2, Cole missed 2 at a point in time. And they've gotten some good looks, just haven't taken all the shots that they needed to win this game. So I'm not really sure what they're going to pull out in the second half. But you know what? This team can come back. We've seen that, especially. Remember last year at the Frontenac game, when Frontenac's hard road, Titans were down, 9 or 12 points going into the fourth quarter, and they ended up winning by 12. So, really no need to worry or stress about anything as far as this game is concerned. Titans just need to put themselves under control. I think they're a little antsy going into tonight, and maybe underestimated Cherryvale a little bit, to be honest with you. But I think as long as they can keep themselves under control, they shouldn't have much of a problem here tonight. Keeping this one. Some unofficial stats, I really do not encourage you to add these up because it's not going to add up to what the Titans have. I missed several on the Cherryvale side and the Titans side where we were giving an interview to Coach Luke. Colt, once again, unofficial, got 5 points so far. Cole has 2, Brett with 3. The leading scorer tonight is actually Seth with 4, or no, Colt with 5, but Seth follows with 4 points. Cole Youngblood with 2. And Jason Midget kind of turned up a little bit big there in the second quarter. Picked up 3 points of his own on the, once again, not official. I wouldn't even add these up because I did, and they don't add up to the 22nd that Cherryvale have, but Rugen tonight is tied with Ellison Robertson. Robertson has come up big in the first half with 7 points. Same with Ellis with 7. Ulam with 2. Hempel Schaefer, that is, with 4. And Knight knocked down a free throw in there as well. So, yeah, once again, those don't add up. Those are all the stats that I caught, you know. So, that's usually how it goes. These are never official, and we never encourage you to look them up, but they kind of give you an idea of how the game's going for each person. So, you know, we should have a rough idea of who the top scorer is and who kind of follows and things like that. When we come back out of the break, we're going to take a look at some area scores from around the CNC tonight. And like we said, we got that Galena matchup, and then that big Frontenac game. We'll give you the final score of that one coming up next. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on Columbus Sports Live.
Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Coles Service, 620-724-4121. See more at ColesServiceLLC.com. Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Welcome back to the Fossum Construction Halftime Show here in Columbus Sports Live. I'd like to update you with some scores around the area. Galena and Lamar on the good side going at it tonight on Galena's hardwood. 31-30 that score with 5:30 left to go in the second quarter, as I've last checked, so a close one there. Let's look at the Galena game. Has it already ended? Well, that had to have been Jersey. Okay, yeah, that was Jersey. That's my fault. 20. Oh no, okay. I thought Galena was down, but nope, it was 21-49. So Tigers are down 21-49 to the Galena Bulldog Boys. And they have 4 minutes and 41 seconds left to go in their third quarter. Now, the big one that we were kind of talking about at the end of the girls' game was this Frontenac and Bonner Springs game. It did not look like Frontenac was going to come out with a win. It was, I think, with about a minute left, Bonner Springs was up by, I forgot how many points. I think 6 or 7. And lo and behold, I refreshed the page, and it's down to 30 seconds, and Frontenac has the lead by 1, and it's a neck-and-neck game. I thought it might go into overtime, but Frontenac will come out with a win. They'll squeak it out tonight over the Bonner Springs Braves, 59-57. And I think the boys' game currently getting underway. I don't know if they've even started it yet, because it has. Oh, big time. 21-27. The Raiders are down right now to the Braves. But the Labor Raiders were down to the Braves, and they came back and won. So I'm not going to count the Frontenac Raiders out of this one either. Titans down 22-27, a similar score in this game. As we get back here to Titan Fieldhouse. Titans only down by 5. They just got to come out and do what they've done really the last 3 games, which is just control the ball and control the pace of the game. And they should be able to come out with a win here. They just got to take over this Cherryvale lead and not let them hit any threes. You don't want them anywhere from the outer perimeter. Titans get the ball to start the second half, and that was Minor to Ungenhauer over the midget. Back to Ungenhauer with it. That's Minor with it now. He'll drive in. His shot's up and good.
Cole Minor, it's fine.
Goes back at the half. Goes to Cole Minor. There's Robertson now with it. Can't find anywhere. Gets it over to Ellis. Ellis still with it now. Gets it over to Schofer. Schofer will try a 3. No good. Ungenhauer comes down with the rebound. 1 possession ball game here for the Titans. Minor looking to change it. No good. Robertson with it now. He got the rebound, passed it over to Elam. Now with it's Ellis. He'll try a long 2 and he swished it.
Anderson Ellis puts it in for 2.
That was Ungenhauer and Midget playing a little game of catch. Now gets it out to Stover over to Midget. Midget will try a 3. No good. And Ungenhauer kind of fought for the rebound there. Didn't get it. Here's Elam with it over to Hempel Schofer. Back over to Elam with it now. That jumper from Brock Robertson, no good. Swatted out of there by Ellis, and last touch by the Chargers. Ball will go back to the Titans. Still a 5-point deficit here off the long 2 from Ellis it was. Midget calling the plays. He brings it across the timeline, gets it over to Minor. That's Midget with it now, back to Minor. Over somewhere to go, gets it over to Midget. Midget gets it inside to Hamilton. His bucket's up and good.
But Hamilton puts it in.
Kind of what you need to do, kind of dip into the lead a little bit. Here's Robertson with it now. We'll get it over to Elam. Elam drives in, backside, gets it up to Ellis. Ellis floater over the board, no good. And Hamilton comes down with the rebound. Midget gets it back to Hamilton. And it was swatted out. Nearly put in the bucket by Ellis there. Midget has the ball now. His shot in the lane, no good. Ellis came down with the rebound, gets it over to Schaefer. Here's Elam with it now. Robertson with the basketball. There's Schaefer with it. Her jumper, no good. But Vuher does come down with the rebound. Shot no good. Midget comes down with that one. As he gives a long pass over to Hamilton, he'll bring it in the lane. Jumper no good. Stover tried to get the rebound and couldn't fight for it. Hamilton and who was that? Carlos fighting for it. Jump ball called, and possession arrow will favor the Chargers. 26-29. 3-point ball game here. 5:10 left to go. But it is Charger basketball as Elam will bring it up the timeline. Three from Brock Robertson, no good. And that will go out of bounds. And possession arrow will favor the Titans after out of bounds. So here's Ungenhauer with it. And check it into Midwood, and we'll bring it up the timeline. Ungenhauer over to Midget. On the wing to Minor. There's Midget with it now over to Ungenhauer. He'll drive in. And his floater is up and good. Now a 1-point game. Kind of what you want to do. Just chip at the lead a little bit. There's Schaefer with it now. It was stolen by Minor, but gets it over to Robertson. He'll drive in the lane, put up the jumper, and it's swatted out of there by Stover. And I think they're going to call a foul on, that couldn't be on Stover. There will be a foul call. Notice in Robertson, but why it is on Stover. Wow. That's not what I expected, just out of a swatted ball. That'll be Seth's second foul.
And for the Titans, number 12, number 1.
Youngblood and Joyce Midget will come in as Landon Midget and Brett Hamilton will sit the bench. First shot for Robertson is no good, but he does get the second. Still a one-possession ball game here for the Titans as that was Minor with it over to Joyce Midget, over to Ungenhauer, back to Midget. Gets it over to Minor. There's Ungenhauer in the corner. Pass underneath to Stover, no good, but Minor somehow gets it back, and his put back underneath is good. So Minor with 4 here in the third quarter, 3:48 to go, tied at 30. There's Simple Schaefer with it, and drive in the lane. Shakes the defender, shot no good. Wheeler with the rebound, can't get it to go, and Ungenhauer comes out of there with it, over to Minor. And Minor gets the easy bucket to go. And Titans take the lead. This Cole Minor's kind of gotten fired up here as we head into the second half. Here's Robertson now with it. That's Elam now with it. Get it over to Vuhel. And Vuhel traveled in the lane. Ball will go back to the Titans. And as Hamilton and Tanner check back in for the Titans as
number 30,
Minor, Stover, and Ungenhauer going to take a seat. Oh, nope. Joyce Midget will. Ungenhauer will stay in the ball game. Just a refresher, it's Ungenhauer, Landon Midget, Raspen Tanner, Jace Midget, and Brett Hamilton on the floor. I guess Cole Youngblood took a seat. I'm not sure as he's checking back. Oh, no, it was Cole Minor that took a seat. My bad. Guess they kind of traded him out. There's Tanner with it. Over to Jace Midget. Brothers playing catch with it. Here's Tanner. Drives in the lane, fakes it, and they'll get him for a travel.
And for the Titans, number 12, Cole Youngblood.
Cole Youngblood will check in for the Titans as Ungenhauer will take a seat. Here's Elam with it now. He'll bring it up. Titans still with a 2-point lead, 32-30 here. 2:34 left to go in the third quarter. And they're going to call a blocking foul on Raspen Tanner. And ball will stay with the Titans.
Ball number 24, Justin Tina.
That's his first. Probably marked that. That's Ellis with it. Stripped away by Gross Midget. Gets it over to Hamilton. Over to Land Midget now, and his bucket's up and good.
Landon Midget.
Landon Midget gets 2. Here's Hempel Schaefer with it. Titans led by 4. That's Robertson with it. Gets it over to Elam. Out to Vihor. Vihor with a jumper over the board.
Foul on 14.
That's going to be a foul on Ellis. His second. Going to be a blocking foul on Ellis. Wherever he is on my stat sheet, there he is. They're going to bring it across the timeline. It's Jace Midget with it now. Try to combine all my words there. Tanner to Midget, back to Tanner. Pass in the corner for Jace Midget. Takes the pass over to his older brother, and then back to Tanner, back to Landon Midget now. In the lane to Hamilton, shakes the defender, and shots up and good.
Good for 2.
Titans have stretched it to a 6-point lead early on. And Landon kind of stepped back there, make sure that he didn't get called for the foul.
Offensive foul.
And that's going to be on Ellis once again. Oh, no, that's going to be on Robertson. I'm sorry. Got my names confused with my numbers there. That's his second. As Landon Midget calls the play and brings it up the timeline. 6-point lead here. Minute 06 to go, third quarter. Jace Midget with it now. Puts it back over to Landon. Back to Jace. Over to Landon, over to Tanner on the wing. He'll drive in. Shot's no good, but he is going to be fouled. Jasper Tanner will take his turn at the line. Shooting 2. And that will go on. There's his third foul. See, I just predicted it. That's what I was calling him earlier. It was just a prediction. Tanner's first shot up and good. Second one, the rebound, or second one was no good. Rebound by Youngblood. He gets it back to Tanner. Over to Jason Midget now. Gets it back to Tanner. Over to Midget. Landon Midget, that is. Got to remember there's 2 now in the ball game. Tanner with it. Turned it up over to Landon Midget, and his pass. Somehow Jason Midget ended up with it in the bucket. Throws to Youngblood. His pass is up and in. And that's Knight. That is Knight with it. Over to Schaefer. That's Elam with it now. He'll drive in a little bit. Gets it out to Ellis. And he is fouled. Shot is no good. He'll go to the line.
First, sends number 14, Carson Ellis, to the line for the Chargers to shoot 2.
Second one's no good, but he does connect on one of them. Rebound. They're routed there by Cherryvale, and Schaefer tried the 3, no good. Titans do come up with the rebound, but they'll get a shot off before the buzzer, so Titans have made a comeback in the 3, 39-31. Titans down by 8. Hopefully we can come out of this one here with a win and stretch it to 4-0, but don't want to jinx anything. We'll be back here in 1 minute on Columbus Sports Live.
The oldest banks in southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
When it comes to your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus.
Welcome back to Titan Fieldhouse Columbus Sports Live. 39-31. Titans up by 8 after being down at the half. Had a nice third quarter. And Titans now with the lead. It's kind of like we talked about, chipping away at this, and they pretty much have done exactly that. And they get the ball to start the fourth quarter. Zenhauer gives it over to Midget. Here's Minor with it now on the wing. Gives it over to Midget once again. Back to Minor. They drive in. Baseline. No good. They'll pass it out to Midget for 3 on the outer perimeter. His shot's no good, and Hempel Schaefer comes up with the rebound. There's Robertson with it. Hempel Schaefer now with it. He drives in the lane. Shot way too strong. Long pass to Seth Stover, and his bucket's up and good. Seth gets his first points of the half. Now by 10, 41-31. Here's Elam with it now over to Robertson, excuse me. Here's Ellis with it now. He drives in, shot over the board, and Stover comes down with the rebound. Here's Hamilton with it, gets it as Hungenhauer touches the board, and his shot's up and good. And there's a timeout called by Coach Wuhel, as Titans now stretch the lead to 12. We'll take a 30-second with them. We'll be back in 30 here on Columbus Sports Live. I'm sure he took a full timeout based on the score, but you know what? Just to be on the safe side of things, we took a shorter one. I guess we'll try to update you on any scores that we can get. I guess we'll try to update you on that tough, that close one from Frontenac, as they're 5 minutes into their halftime period, and they're down 29-38 to Bonner Springs Blows. And I guess we'll check in on this Galena and Lamar girls game. 41-53 now. Galena down by 12. So here we go. Coming out of the timeout, 6:49 to go in the ball game. That was Elam's shot. No good. And Hamilton comes down with it. He'll turn it up. Shot no good, but he does get his own rebound.
That was on 52 with Danny Giegel.
That probably on zero. I think Bet was a little upset at him. Was on free throws. The Titans still have the ball. Then he gets a bucket anyway, so not too much to complain about there from Hamilton as he gets the bucket to go. Off the pass from Minor. Here's now with it. That's Robertson. And Blue and Minor fighting for it. I'm not sure who's going to come out of there with it. That's Hamilton. And a jump ball called, and possession arrow will favor the Chargers. As Hempel Schaefer inbounds it. Hyde playing good defense, gets the long pass over to Ellis. Already got 2 defenders there waiting for him. Here's Robertson. He'll try the long 2. Shot no good. And Minor fights for the rebound. He gets it. Gets it over to Midget. He'll bring it across the timeline. 45-31 now as Titans starting to pull away a little bit here. 6 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Ungenhauer's shot no good. Fights for the rebound. Does get it. And that'll be a foul on Minor, and he'll go to the line shooting free throws. The foul's going to be on 52, Danny Weaver, and that he just fouled out. That's the fifth on Weaver.
Send Poland to the line.
Not the best of nights for Danny Weaver. I'm not sure who checked in to replace him there. I think it was Briggs Knight, number 23. Ungenhauer can't connect on either one of them. Here's Ewan with it now, and pass stolen by Midget. Maybe he's got another opportunity. Comes the dunk. And he missed a big time there, but you can't sweat that stuff. You just got to go with the flow. Pretend like it was drawn up for you to miss that one. Here's Robertson with it now. He'll try a three. Rolls out, and Stover fights for the rebound. Taken out of his hands by Ellis, and his putback's up and good.
With 14, Parks and Heller.
Smiley trying to calm down the Titan players here. And there's Seth Stover with an easy bucket.
Seth Williams.
4 in the fourth for Seth Stover. And I'm not sure what that was. I couldn't really see. I think Minor tried to get the rebound there, but there's Elam with it. And his pass tonight over his hands and goes out of bounds. Ball will go back to the Titans as Hamilton plants inbound it. Gets it to Midget. He'll bring it across the timeline. Gets it over to Ungenhauer. Ungenhauer tries to drive in. Shot no good. And Hempel Schaefer fights for the rebound. .440 to go. Robertson with it. Turns it over to Knight. Back to Schaefer. Schaefer drives in the lane. He's fouled. Shot goes over the rim. But he will go to the line. Shooting free throws.
Paul Minor.
Not foul me on Cole Minor, number 22. That's his first. Considering as much of a defensive player as Cole Minor is, it's kind of crazy that he only has one foul with 4 minutes here left in the game. That's a good thing. I mean, I'm not complaining about it.
Number 12, Cole Youngblood. Number 24, Justin Tanner.
Cole Youngblood and Jack Patino will check in as Ungenhauer and Minor will sit. So I think he did connect on one of them. Schaefer kind of went dry here after he was had a pretty good first half. The long pass from Tanner to Youngblood. Gets it over to Midget in the outer perimeter. Finds Tanner. Back to Midget. Titans need to slow things down here. 12-point lead. There's Stover with it. Shot no good. Knight comes down with the rebound. Flips it over to Elam. There's Schaefer with it now. On the slip there and got it under to Ellis. And that foul's going to go on for Youngblood. His second should be. Now with it tonight. Get it over to Schaefer. That's Elam with it in the lane, and his shot's up and good.
7, Elam.
Back down to 10, 47-37, fourth quarter, 3:25 to play. There's Youngblood with it now. Rattling around, gets it over to Tanner, fakes a 30 and then tries it. Off the mark, and we'll go out of bounds. As we have Minor, Jace Midget, and Colts, Hungenhauer checking back into the ball game as Stover, Hamilton, and Landon Midget will set the bench. Possession area will go back to the Chargers off the out of bounds. Temple Schaefer brings it up. Here's Knight with it now. And nearly picked out of there by Minor, but Knight got it back. Ellis with it now. They'll bring it back over to Knight. Turns it up over to Schaefer. Schaefer looking for someplace to go. Can't find anywhere. Gets it out to Elam. Now back to Schaefer on the wing. He takes it from the corner. Shot no good. And Minor comes down with the rebound. Big pass over to Jace Midget. He drives in the lane and shots up and good. And Ronnie Vigil will take another timeout. Try to talk things over with his players down by 12. 2:30 left to play here in this ball game. If Titans come back in a big way here, it's a full minute. We'll go ahead and take it with him. We'll be back here in 60 seconds.
When it comes to your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus.
Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
Back here coming out of the timeout called by Coach Vigil. Schaefer inbounds it to Robertson as it is Charger basketball. And that pass stolen away by Hungenhauer. He shakes the defender. And, oh, come on. They're going to get him for a travel and wave off the basket. And ball will go back to the Titans. Or excuse me, the Chargers. I don't know why I said the Titans. Here's Robertson with it and nearly lost his pass out of bounds, and that time he does. Inbounding it for the Chargers will be number 14, Ellis. Minor was right on top of him, gets it over to Robertson. That's Schaefer with it. He'll try it through. Lands off the board, no good. Ellis fights for his rebound. Thought no good. Lowers the pass over to Knight and gets it over to Robertson. And he traveled with it. Substitutions now coming in for the Titans is number 42, Seth Stover, and the third, Brett Hamilton, is number 42, Minor and Ungenhauer will sit the bench. Here's Hamilton with it. He'll give it up to Jace Midget. Gets it over to Youngblood. Youngblood drives in the lane. Nearly stripped, but gets it back out to Hamilton. And that pass to Stover, stripped by number 22, Brock Robertson. As him and Seth are fighting for it. And now Seth has the ball, gets it over to Hamilton. And there's the foul there from Robertson.
22, Robertson.
It was third. As Tanner inbound it from the 25-foot line, give it over to Midget. He nearly lost, got it back, gives it over to Stover. Stover fighting for it, but pass tipped off by Elam, and he gets it over to Robertson, and that pass stripped from their Youngblood, who's got some room. He tried to dunk it in
I would say he got it. I would say that's a dunk. He was on the rim. There's the three from Schaefer, no good. The crowd kind of erupted there off of Corey Leatherhead's dunk. Chase Midget tries a three, no good, but Hamilton does get the rebound. Shot night goal. Youngblood puts it back up in here. Wolf Forest official there for third Youngblood. Schaefer's just going to take any shot he can. So also the ball went out of bounds there, and possession arrow will clear back to the Titans, 53-37. 16 seconds left to go. Titans just got to dribble this one out, and they'll come off with the win. Like it was all drawn up in the playbook. Jace Midget with it now, just going to run out the clock, and there's the ball game. Lions come out with a win over the Cherryvale Chargers on the boys' side, 53-37. Still without a loss on the year for this Titan Blues team. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back at you with some, once again, unofficial stats for this game, and hopefully get the opportunity to talk to Coach Smiley a little bit, get his thoughts on this. We're in here from Titan Fieldhouse. We'll be back in 2 minutes with our postgame show here on Columbus Sports Live.
Columbus.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
As one of the oldest banks in Southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
Next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Titan fans can find us at 404B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business. is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
Right, everybody, welcome back to Columbus High School tonight. Titan Fieldhouse. Titans Bills coming off a win tonight, 53-37, a 16-point game here against the Cherryvale Chargers. Once again, we're going to bring you the unofficial stats. I need a sign that I can put up during these postgame shows that says just unofficial stats. Overall tonight, Colt Ironhauer, probably not accurate, but leading scorer tonight for the Titans with 9. Cole Miner turned up big in the third quarter, had 6 there alone with the 2 that he already put up in the first half, and leading to 8. Brett was 6. Seemed like everybody kind of got cooking there in the third quarter of the ball game. Landon Midget, this is not accurate, but with 2 points. Seth Stover with 8. Cole Youngblood with 8. And Jason Midget put up 5 tonight, so good for the sophomore. Get him some good experience in there and hopefully allow him and some other key players in a few years to get some experience here tonight. For the Chargers, they're led in scoring by Tristan Ellis. I don't know if this is the... Oh, that just unplugged the wrong camera. Nice. All right, we'll plug it back in. We'll get things back up and working here in just a minute. I knew one of those cameras had to be wrong. There we go. Now you have a nice view of the Titans. The leading scorer tonight, Tristan Ellis for them. He gets 11 tonight, followed by Brock Robinson with 8. Hempel Schaefer has 5. Elam has 4, and Knight putting up 2 points in the third quarter as well to round out the scoring for the Cherryvale Chargers. It's kind of the problem with these coaches' interviews. I feel like it would just be so nice to have a full-time color analyst. So I don't have to take care of this, and if the stats are completely off, it's not my fault. So, but that's kind of the leading scoring for them tonight. When we come back, we're going to take another break, and when we come back, we're going to hopefully give a chance to talk to the head coach, Jerry Smiley. He usually spends some time in the locker room, so we'll give him a little bit of a stretch, and might also be able to update you on some scores from around the area tonight, as we have some big games going on, especially in Frontenac and with Galena as well. We'll update you about those coming up here. We'll take another break, and we'll come back and wrap this one up from Titan Fieldhouse. You're watching Titan Basketball on Columbus Sports Live.
Trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Titan fans can find us at 404B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net. Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers. Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer? The drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers. Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
Welcome back here to Titan Fieldhouse as we'll switch to that graphic so you don't have to see that ugly scoreboard. We'll update you on some scores from around the area real quick as we'll head to our final break of this broadcast. We'll take a look at the Galena Bulldogs versus the Lamar Tigers girls game. And they're probably starting to wrap things up. Oh, wow, and I think Galena was down by about close to 20 at a point. They crawled back in this 57-57, 19-point. Well, I'm just going to watch it live here. 15 seconds. Kind of wait for this one, as it's not Galena with the basketball. And Bonner Springs is just kind of fighting it out here, taking any three they can, and they're going into overtime. So the Galena-Lamar game will go into overtime, so I can't give you a final score from that one. As we look into the Galena boys at Lamar, still unsure as to why that is. Well, I'm not going to say the official score yet until I get to the end of the clock. 74-43, the Bulldogs will win that one, come out 3-0 after a win last night over the College Heights Cougars. And then let's take a look at this Frontenac game here and see what's going on with it. 55-74. Looks like the Frontenac boys are probably going to take a loss on this one as 5 minutes left to go in the game. But you know what? We said the same thing about the Frontenac girls game, and they came back and won that one by 2. So I'm not sure. We're just going to have to wait and see on what happens with this one. We're going to take our final break of the broadcast, and hopefully when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit to Coach Smiley. Hopefully, coming up, and we'll wrap this one up from Titan Fieldhouse. Up next, we'll be back in a few minutes here on Columbus Sports Live.
.com. Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-state's choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
Everybody can make something because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
As one of the oldest banks in Southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
Everybody can make something because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
When it comes to your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
All right, everybody, welcome back to our final appearance here from Titan Fieldhouse for Columbus Sports Live. Titans on the boys' side win this one, 53-37, a 16-point difference in there after Titans were down by the half. Congrats on the win first. Congrats on climbing that hill and scratching and clawing for that win. Kind of talk about some things you guys were, talking about at halftime as you were down heading into the locker room.
Yeah, playing as a team, working out some of the adversity that we were facing. We were struggling with that when they went on their 17-2 run, which is just kind of had everybody kind of flabbergasted. So I put that on Coach. I got to do a better job of calling timeout, getting a better effort on the court there. So after that 17-2 run, we kind of figured it out and realized that if we play together, we're going to be okay.
I got to ask you, what do you think about, this is just something I've always wondered as a coach, you always want making sure we score points and stuff, but what do you think about, when Colt or even Cole tonight gets a dunk or something like that? How do you react to that, and how do you deal with that if sometimes you think maybe a player's more concerned about a dunk than just getting it in the basket?
That's pretty easy. At that age, it's, everybody's dream growing up that they're going to dunk at one time in high school. And so, it's fun to see. Yeah, we missed a dunk tonight. It's not like it was his first one, but for blood. And, when Colt got his first one and when Seth got one, it always, is good because I know that's a dream or a goal for a young kid. And even me, I was 5'10" and thought I was going to be in the NBA one day. So,
now coaching a 4-0 team as you head into the Rams, who I don't know the last game they played, but the last game I watched was a tough loss against Frontenac.
Yeah.
But kind of what's the attitude going into the Rams as you wrap up the first semester of play?
Well, we got to play good defense. That's where I start every conversation with our guys. At some point, if it's in the first 30 seconds of our pregame talk or, all week in practice, that's our emphasis because, Riverton's got scoring at every position. They got about the same amount of size that we do. So that's going to be it. We got to stop their penetration, getting into the lane, and we got to rebound better. Tonight, we should not have, I don't even know what the rebound differential was, but we gave up a lot of offensive rebounds. Did better second half. But Riverton's certainly going to try and do the same, I would imagine. They're going to go to this tape. I think everybody in Southeast Kansas is probably going to be hitting Coach Vigil up over at Cherryvale and saying, hey, can we get your game, see what worked, and, So anyway, Riverton, we got to rebound, and we got to get some stops on defense and win transition. We haven't been doing that the last two games. We have not been winning transition. We're not getting back. Sure, we like to get out there on offense, but when it's time to get back, hustle on defense, that's an emphasis the next 2 days.
I always ask you this, and this is kind of the question to wrap it all up, if we may not see that Riverton, kind of, who's the guy tonight you're going to give the nod to as your player of the game, player of the week?
I'm going to go with, I got to go with Cole Minor. He was the guy who got us started in the third quarter. He deserves one. Based on the way he's played this season, he's given us everything defensively, and he's really attacking. And so I'm going to give it to Cole Minor, but Cole Youngblood certainly deserves that nod too. He also matches that energy, and those two guys give it to us every night, and it showed tonight. I mean, they're the ones that kind of pulled us out, got us back into the game with their effort. I hate the question, Carson, because, basketball's a team sport, and, any one of these guys could get one, but I'll bite.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it. I feel like it's just good to highlight somebody from the game, and if we get a different person every time, I'm sure we'll go through the roster by the time this season's over.
Oh, yeah, they're good enough. We'll get everybody a nod.
All right. Thanks for talking to us, and we'll be up there at Riverton.
Great. Bring your friends, bring your family.
Absolutely. It'll be a good one. Thanks.
Thank you.
Heard the voice of the head coach of the Columbus Titan boys basketball team, Jerry Smiley. That one will wrap it up for us here tonight from Titan Fieldhouse, 53-37, the win tonight for the Titans. We'll be back on Friday night as the Titans will go on the road to take on the Riverton Rams. We'll see you then. Thank you, and good night.
Columbus Sports Live is presented by Mercy of Columbus. Also by